Hi, how are you?
Yeah, hello. I'm doing pretty well. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also pretty well. Thanks for asking. So, how's your morning? Far?
My morning is quite productive so far, and it's going well. And I hope the same for the rest of the day. Yeah.
Okay, definitely. If you keep things brings something productiveness in your life, so definitely. Okay, so you are on my
Yeah.
channel for this time.
Sorry for interrupting you. You are, you're not audible at some point.
Not audible. Now it's fine.
Yeah, it is fine. I think there is a network issue at your side.
Maybe. I'm not sure that much because it's my
Yeah.
first conversation with you. Now it's fine.
Now it is quite well.
So, let's go to storytelling.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So which who is going to be first? You or me?
Like how it is going to be like. Just let me know. Like I don't
I
know
will
about it.
I will give you one sentence, like one sentence. You have to narrate a story about that particular sentence. Like suppose if I say I met with my friend just today. This is have to describe how, what, why, and you have to describe about it.
That's great.
Okay, so you
I
met
think.
friend just
So, ha- so have you done it already with someone?
I have played it so many times with my other friends.
Okay. Then I think you should go first so that I can have a little bit idea about it, and I'll try my level best.
But you just have to, like I mentioned one sentence that is, uh, you met with your friend yesterday. So you have to just tell story what you did, how did you meet, right? So you just have to simple. You don't need to be very formal. You don't need to be very like worried about it.
Got it.
Okay, courage.
So this is the sentence. Like I met my friend yesterday. Okay. Let me just think about it. Um,
Yeah, you can ponder, you can take your time to like prepare you in your mind. You can get like idea.
so, yeah. Okay. So after a very long time, I met my friend, and he's a quite good YouTuber, and he also uploads video on YouTube, and he is a fluent speaker, I would say. And whenever we are free, we try to have a conversation, and we don't usually meet. But yesterday it was Holi, so we met, in that occasion, and it was. I felt really good, you know, after meeting to her, him, sorry. So it was a quite really great experience because we met after a long time. Okay. So as I told you that he is a YouTuber and he uploads video on YouTube, and he's not in that group. He basically, try to have, he converse on, clapping with clappingo tutors, and he, sometimes I get stuck, or sometimes if I need help, so he helps me out, and yeah, that's it.
That's right. I also met with my friend yesterday. It was all of a sudden. Okay, so now it's your turn to give me any sentence.
Pyramid sentence.
Yeah, you have to give me one sentence. It's your turn right now.
Okay, so yesterday I was writing something on the paper.
Okay, just today I was writing something on a paper. That's very interesting because I wrote it. Actually, yesterday, as I'm a teacher, so yesterday I was just sitting in my computer lab and having a conversation on Skype application. All of a sudden, my parent uncle approached me and said, "A principal is calling to you." and I walked to the principal office, and she asked me, "Do you have a list of students be final year?" And for a moment, I was like confused, like I don't have a list, so I was feeling nervous. And I told her that no, ma'am, I don't have a list. Then she advised me, if you don't have a list, just write down all the students' name on the paper and submit it to the principal office. And it took me 10 minutes to jot down every student's name from BA first to BA final year student, because I am very new over there. I'm not familiar with all the students, and most of the students, they are not coming. So it was a bit difficult to write their number, their roll number, and even I don't know. Some students have a similar name, so I was a bit confused, and I wrote all the students' name on the paper. So yeah, this was activity I can say to recalling all the students' name in my mind as well for the upcoming examination. So I wrote this like list of many students.
That's it.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay,
Okay,
so
right.
let's go for the another.
Okay, but before moving further, I would like to say, like you, formed a quite really interesting, story. Like it was quite engaging and captivating as well. Like sometimes it gets difficult, like when you are given a topic and you have to speak it is spontaneously. So it becomes sometimes really hard to, and come up with something interesting.
Mm-hmm. Because maybe I'm good. Because to be honest, maybe it's your first time. I have attempted so many times, so I have learned the rhythm or the articulation, I can say, where I have to bring the spices to add. So that's why if you keep narrating such kind of stories spontaneously on the spot, I can say, so obviously you will be also good at storytelling.
Right.
Okay, so describe any particular, not like describe any matter of joy yesterday you got.
Yeah, I crossed 750, subscriber on my YouTube channel.
Okay, so yesterday you completed 57.
750.
750. Oh, that's really
750.
okay. 750. So when did you start your YouTube journey? I think recently you
Yeah,
have.
no, not recently. Basically, I've been speaking this language for 1 year now, and parallelly I started my YouTube channel as well. Like at the same time, I started my YouTube channel, and but um, in between for 2 months, I went inconsistent, on my YouTube channel. So that affected my channel a lot, and from that day on, the channel's views and subscriber dropped down. So it quite affected, but I restarted my journey, and still not my channel is not thriving, but it's doing well. I would say, yeah, it's doing
Okay.
well.
My channel is not getting so many views, I can say. It has been stuck somewhere, and I'm not worried about it because I'm not here to gain a lot of subscriber. I'm here to just practice my
Right,
language.
right.
I
Oh,
was also
yeah.
surprising myself that my subscribers are not increasing. I need to alter my method, but now I understood it's okay. Don't be so much harsh with yourself. Go
Right,
with flow
right.
on the right time. Let the nature cuts itself, right? So everything will be fine on the right time. You don't need to be worried about it. Why subscribers are not increasing? Maybe something that I'm lacking and people are not liking that thing. Maybe that's why my channel is not growing. Earlier, when I stepped into this field, I started just uploading videos. That time, I was getting good subscribers. I was getting even, but now I'm not getting views, subscribers. My one video I got maybe uh 8K something views. After that, I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah, it happens, in the initial days of your YouTube career, I think what YouTube does, it promotes you, kind of, it bring you, a lot of subscribers, views and all that. But after a certain point, a point comes when your views and views subscribers started dropping down. So it happens with everyone. It's not about us, me and you. It happens with everyone. A peak comes, a YouTuber's peak comes, and suddenly it drops. Yeah, I've witnessed I witnessed it happening with so many YouTubers.
Yeah, it happens. Initially, many people they get lots of subscribers, views, but sometimes later, I don't know what happens with their channel. The channel start freezing. They start reducing their likes, views. It's common. It's common because many people are on YouTube right now, right? And YouTube is very
Right.
selective now. Nowadays, I don't know. I don't have a profound knowledge about this YouTube and all. I just have knowledge about like yeah, algorithm, right? So we should work according the YouTube algorithm. Anyway, so let's come back to our the second story. Okay, so now it's your turn to give.
Sure.
Then I
Let me just think about something. I was lost in a jungle.
you okay. I was lost in a jungle. Oh my God, it was such a difficult because I never lost in jungle. For that, I need to create a fictional story like a hypothetical situation. Okay. Hmm. Though I lost in a street, but I never lost in a forest. So I can resonate. I can similar. Okay,
You can,
so
yeah, yeah.
and one day, like I was invited to my friend's house for her birthday party, right? And it was my first visiting to her house, and I didn't know her address. So I asked her to share her address on my WhatsApp. She informed me on WhatsApp and she asked me to set the location through the Google Map. And I left my house, and along with that, I also set the Google Map so it could be convenient to reach her destination. But I never knew that this Google Map would take us to the jungle, right? And when I actually I was just self assured on the Google Map. I was feeling feeling relaxed that yeah, we have a Google Map, so we can easily reach her house. And I was just slept for a moment because my brother was driving a car, and he told me that this route is not going to her house, maybe taking us to the dangerous. And I told her no. Sometimes Google take us the wrong, like a circulate way, right? So don't worry, it will take us to the right path. And when we reached and we saw that there was nothing apart, dangerous jungle. For a moment, my brother and I was shocked. We were just panic. We started getting panic, and he told me that I told you, na, you must have listened to me. I told it's okay, get relaxed, everything will be fine. And that time our phone was also got switched off. It was also one more difficulty because my phone's battery was only 2 to 3%, and I used it on the way because I am such a reckless person. And we waited for a long time, tried to find her house here and there. We wondered a lot. Unfortunately, we ended with a disappointment, and we had a hope as well. And after 2 hours, one person was coming from somewhere, and I stopped that person, asked, I asked that the address, and he told me the address is not very far. You can just go away on foot. It's just 5 minutes away. And the person was quite generous by heart, and he told us that he can personally drop us. And he sat in our car and took to her house. And she asked me, was there any problem to reach our house? I was huffing and puffing. I said, no, everything was fine. And I told her, why you need to construct your house in a vast jungle, right? You could have you could have like, constructed your house on the road, but your house is alone, single one house over there. After the forest, after throwing the forest, there was only one house ahead. So yeah, this was something that we lost in the jungle. It was just a hypothetical situation. I never like lost in the jungle.
That was quite interesting story. Now it is time to you to give me a sentence, and I will try to narrate a story around that.
Okay. Okay. I was like got red-handed cheating in exam.
Cheating an exam. Right. I never did cheating, so let's see. My exams were coming up, and yeah, I was ready, and my preparation was going on in full swing. And yeah, there was a mathematics exam. I'm not quite well in that, so and it's not that you can mug up that you can cram in. It's not that. So yeah, so I just started, and at the same very time I fell sick. So I had no other option but to cheat in the exam. I had to resort to cheating. So I wrote some formulas and some equations. So yeah, so I step into the I walked into the examination hall, and I sat over there on my on the bench. And first of all, I got the first table. That it we all know that it becomes really hard to cheat in the first table. So I sat over there, and yeah. So I was figuring out the way to cheat in the exam, because if I could have sat in the backmost seat, so it would be easy for me. But since I was at the first table, so it was not easy at all. So I was trying, figuring out the way to cheat. So like all of a sudden, my teacher, invigilator got the phone call, and he you know, stepped out of the class. And I thought it was a nice opportunity for me to cheat. I mean, there was a paper inside my pocket, and I took it out of my pocket, and I started, looking looking over some formulas and all that. And suddenly the teacher came in, and her gaze was on me, and he was I looked quite suspicious to her, so he started interrogating me. And so that's how I got caught, and I detained from the that's how it ended up.
Interesting, quite interesting, I can say. So, is it? I think hypothetical situation. It never occurred with you,
Yeah,
maybe.
right. No. Just could you please give me 1 second?
Of course, you can take. Okay, so
Okay,
where
yeah,
are you
sure.
from? Where are you from?
Actually, my native place is Ali, and currently I'm residing in Ghaziabad. So,
Where are you from?
Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh, Ghaziabad.
No, native place. Where is your native place?
Aligarh. It's
Ali. Okay,
near
okay.
to Agra, Agra, 8 hours distance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm also
we
from.
we have had conversation already. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
I'm also from English.
Yeah, I know. Because since we have had a conversation earlier, you don't remember that, but I do remember very well.
Maybe I had a conversation on audio.
No, not audio, on video call.
I don't
Uh,
remember. I don't have
yeah,
a sharp.
there must be some video recordings in our chat. Uh, go through that, and you can see. We had.
Never uploaded
I mean,
any video.
do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? A couple of days ago, I was just scrolling through YouTube, and suddenly your and Sunita Rawat ma'am's videos popped up, and I watched that video till the very end. So it was quite interesting, and yeah,
So,
that,
yeah, but I couldn't upload on my channel because she took session on you meeting, and I couldn't get that video.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Upload that video on my channel, but unfortunately, I couldn't.
It's okay. You can have another conversation with her, and she is quite good, eloquent. You can say. So yeah, her voice is just mesmerizing, and
Like words can't describe her personality, I guess. To be honest, she is quite a like modest lady. She is the way she speaks very gently, very
exactly,
smoothly.
politely. Yeah,
Mhm.
I wanted to have conversation with her, but right now I'm. If you don't know, I am doing a job, so I'm caught up in that. So I don't get a time to have a conversation with anyone. It is holiday today, it's Sunday, so that's why I'm having conversation with you. But I don't usually have. I usually have, on weekends and you can say on Sundays and Saturdays.
Conversation can another time, another time.
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay. Okay, it was lovely talking to you, Nisu. Bye.
It was really great.